Hi, how y'all doing? Excuse me. Coming down with a cold. Uh, it's Tuesday, January 21st, 10:30 p.m. as of recording this video. I'm not going to be on here too long. I'm going to go upstairs and go to bed. Let's see. Sorry about the low light. I occasionally get people dissatisfied with the fact they can't see me too good in some of my videos. Let me tell you, you're not missing much. I even had a couple of people, a couple of videos back, ask me why I'm always sitting in the dark. And the short answer is electricity is expensive. And I'm never been one to waste electricity. If I don't need the lights on, I don't have them on. I sit in the dark a lot. It's calming and good for reflection. Except when the kiddo's here. He doesn't like the dark, so I keep the lights on when he's around. But if it's just me and the critters, we don't mind the dark. Excuse me. I had my first laser treatment yesterday on my eyes. No changes yet, but it's probably going to take several treatments. My dryer is going off, sorry. It's going to probably take several treatments before I notice a change. The doctor said that I have some really extensive, severe issues. Of course I do. I can't never do anything small, especially when it's a detriment to my health, apparently. I've got retina damage. I've got several microscopic bleeding vessels, and that's one reason why my eyesight is dimmed. I actually went to this doctor back in 2023 because I had bleeding vessels then, but they were much larger, and I could actually see red blotches in my vision. And he saved my eyesight then, hoping like hell he saves it again. This time around, the bleeds aren't large enough for me to actually see the blood, but they're numerous enough to darken my eyes and limit how much light they capture. I have macular degeneration, and that scares me because like one of my two best friends from Bayview, the rehab, Miss P, she had macular and her doctor basically said there's not really much else we can do for you aside from what we've already done. She is 97 now. So I'm hoping that me being 41 will be the difference, and they can help me to come back from it a little bit. This particular doctor that I'm seeing is also very good, very knowledgeable. One of the best in his field for this area. It's kind of another reason why I was really wanting to go see him instead of just go anywhere. But he said it's really bad and it's going to take a good amount of work. He ordinarily likes to go 10 to 14 days between treatments, but he said we have to be really aggressive on this. So I'm going back next Monday for injections in my eyes. That's not as bad as it sounds. I've done that before too, and they use two different kinds of numbing solutions, and by the time the needle goes in, you don't feel it. It's just like cold pressure. The worst thing about it is watching his hand coming towards your eyes with a needle, and your first instinct is to take hold of his hand and relocate him to the other side of the room. And I had to do it several times back then, and every time it was the same. I had to keep my hands in my pockets when he did it, because I physically went to jerk to grab his hand. But I keep my hands in my pockets, and I immediately envision, like a happy memory, or I think of a song that calms me. And I get through it. It's fine. And like I said, you don't really feel it. It's just cold pressure. It's just that idea that somebody's coming at your eye with a needle. The LASIK isn't bad too. If you've never had that done, it's not really painful. When he's doing it, it's kind of like a warm, itchy sensation on your eyeball. And for the time that the laser is on, he's using it on my eye, it makes me dizzy and it makes me nauseous. Both of those feelings go away instantly when he turns the laser off. It lasts too long for my liking though, because you have to look straight up, and then he goes in, and then you have to look up and left, down and left, down and right, up and right, to give him access to the entire front of your eye. And he has to do that with both eyes, but it's not bad. It's not. Hopefully, I will start to see improvements within a month. It may be more, I don't know. And I don't know how much can be saved. This doctor is very good. He, like I said, he's one of the best, especially in the area. He has a rather large office with actually 3 separate waiting rooms, and they are every day, no matter what time of the day, full. And a lot of people swear by him. So that's the guy I want to be dealing with. Like the podiatrist I'm seeing right now, that I switched to back in July of last year. He's extremely good at what he does. He doesn't give up, and he does anything and everything that he has to do to get you through. and he specializes in saving limbs. I firmly believe that if I had started this mess with him, that I would still have my whole foot and not be in as bad a predicament as I'm in now. He's a really great doctor, and so is this eye doctor, this ophthalmologist, eye surgeon. He's one of the best, and that's the guy I want working on my eyes as long as I can pay for it. Like I said, I saw him back in 2023, and I paid my co-pays then. But when I got there yesterday, the front desk girl said I had a balance of $98 that I was not aware of. And that comes from things that the insurance was supposed to pay for, but they decided they weren't going to. They declined to pay for that particular portion. They did not give a reason. They never do. But I had to pay down on that. I ended up paying half of it today or yesterday. I could not get the co-payment for yesterday, and I'm hoping that I can kind of hopscotch this, because I told her that I would not be able to make a payment again until after the first of the month. But this doctor, like I said, he's really good. He also cares about his patients. So I think that in the interest of saving my sight, he will make sure his office works with me. I'm quite happy to pay the bill. I just got to have the funds to do it. I don't yet know how much this is going to cost me. Oh my Lord. I don't know how much this is going to cost me, because I don't know how many treatments I need, and I don't know how many different things he's going to do. When I go back Monday, though, I'm going to try to see if I can get like an itemized data sheet for costs, the injections, the laser, and see what I'm looking at. I don't have a choice. I have to be able to drive again. I have to be able to fully function. I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't. I went to another doctor's appointment yesterday too. It's not really something that I talk about, because it doesn't really have any impact on my GoFundMe. Why I'm doing the GoFundMe? Not yet, anyway. But I did that, and then I went over to Bayview, the nursing home. My folks took me, obviously, to visit with my friends there. I was really worried about Mr. J, and I realized yesterday that I've been doing this all wrong ever since I've been talking about him, because I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. His name is Jerry. I'm not gonna put his whole name out there, but his name is Jerry. And I was introduced to him, and Jerry, and always called him Jerry, and that his name is Jerry, but it's not Jerome, it's Gerard. And even the times before, when I went into his room when I was staying there. I never bothered to look at the nameplate, because that's where he was. That was his room. And I've been trying to call him for the past couple of weeks because he's my only friend there that has a cell phone. And the last time I went and visited, I was really worried because he seemed really off. He kind of seemed like he had a stroke. And I have not yet been able to talk to anyone that would tell me if that was the case. I'm really kind of doubly worried because not every nurse there is great. Not every tech there is great. There are some that are not very good at their jobs and should not be working the jobs they are working. And one thing I noticed, especially at night, the night shift, when a resident would get on their call light, people wouldn't come for half hour sometimes. And, I'd be laying in there and hear people hollering for help and nobody come. When I was able to, I would get in my wheelchair and I would go down to the nurse's station and say, hey, look, come on, you need to go help this person out. A lot of people called for a lot of stupid stuff. But, you can't never assume that it's something stupid because they could be having a heart attack or a stroke, but you don't go in there as soon as that light comes on. It just makes me wonder how many people in there and every other place like it have passed away because the people that they count on and trust to care for them and take care of them and be there for them don't show up because they don't feel like it. They don't have time. They don't want to deal with it. But the last time I was there, he was like really spacey and kind of slurring his words, and he would ask the same question within like 3 to 5 minutes, and he doesn't have dementia, doesn't have Alzheimer's. He's just an old man. But last time it seemed like there was really something wrong. And I happened to meet him on the phone, and I was really worried because Miss Verna, another of my good friends there, she was so sweet. She passed away before I was able to come back because COVID went through there, and I had it, so I couldn't go visit, and she passed away. And I was so scared that Jerry had passed away, But, so I walked up to his door and I looked, had to lean way in, get my face right up against the wall to halfway read his name, but it was up there, so he was still in there, and I went and saw him, and he's doing better than he was the last time I was there, but he still seems like he's just not right. He still kind of slowed down and has difficulty hearing, but he's doing better. And we hung out for a while. We played a game of pool. We were a couple of rule breakers, They had shampooed the carpet in the pool room, and they had it closed up, but we grabbed our sticks and we went down there and we shot a game. And one of the techs said something. She was new, I didn't recognize her, but I said, they shampoo this carpet at least twice a month. I said, if we end up leaving footprints that stay, they'll get them next time. I said, these people live here. I said, this is their house. I said, the they don't have much to do here. I said, so we'll go under the consideration that they get to decide whether or not they use the pool room. So he and I went and shot a game, and he whooped me, which is not uncommon. Even when I could see better, he would usually win, because he was back in his youth, he was a phenomenal pool player. You could just tell it, from the way he holds the stick. You can. The experience is just seeping off of this man. And he's got a tremor, and sometimes he doesn't line up the shot he wants, but other times he makes such beautiful shots that they are, it's poetry in motion, as the song goes. He makes some shots that I could never have made on my best day. And, I for one enjoy losing to him, because, he doesn't gloat, he doesn't brag, but I'm not a terrible pool player. I used to play a lot. But I love the twinkle he gets in his eye when he wins a game, because it's that, I still got it. Yeah, it's a good time. Now, especially after the laser, I couldn't see anything. I was trying to shoot at one of the 3 balls that I could see, because there were 3 cue balls on the table, and half the time I'd shoot at the wrong one and just strike air. And usually when I did make contact with the cue ball, it did not do what I wanted it to do whatsoever. I think I managed to sink 2 balls on luck alone. But it was a good time. I went and visited with Miss P for a while. Not saying their full name, Miss Peggy. I used, first letters for their privacy, but nobody's gonna know who they are by their first names. So that was really good. Joey came back from Illinois yesterday. He landed at the airport while I was in getting my eyes done, and he had a lot of fun up there, but he's really happy to be home. Almost as excited to see me as I am to see him. I'll get him Thursday. So I'm about to my time limit. My camera always cuts off on these videos 26 minutes in, and I'm almost to 24, so I'll cut this one off here. I will get the recap videos up and done tomorrow. I've just been so busy and extra blind. Excuse me. And that way my new viewers, subscribers, don't have to go back through 65 plus videos to get a better idea of what's going on and why I have the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe link will be in the description, as it is always, and if you'd like to help out, you have my eternal gratitude. If not, that's fine too. If all you want to or all you can do is share the campaign, I would very much appreciate that. Yeah, I hope y'all have a good night. It is 35 degrees here and raining. I might actually get a little bit of snow, which would be cool. I've only seen it once in my life, and that's when I was 6 years old. Be doubly cool if Joey was here with me, but still be a nice frosty treat. Y'all have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.